Hi, and welcome to this week's edition of Enrichment, where we talk to small business owners and entrepreneurs on strategies and best practices. Although small businesses are often at a disadvantage when competing with bigger companies, they can have one advantage. We can always be smarter than they are. So let's get right to it. This week, our subject is creativity or intelligence. Now, creativity comes in many forms. Most of us, if asked to name creative people, we would immediately start mentioning writers and painters and sculptors, and musicians, actors and actresses, and that's natural. We recognize these creative talents immediately. We even devote schools and advanced degrees to them. Rhode Island School of Design, Berklee College of Music, Emory University, California Institute of the Arts, Juilliard. This list covers the creativeness that society tells us is important. And of course it is. But what about other types of creativity? Robert E. Franken, in Human Motivation, he defines creativity as the tendency to generate or recognize ideas, alternatives, or possibilities that may be useful in solving problems, communicating with others, and entertaining ourselves and others. Another field of study relates creativity with intelligence. Howard Gardner, in Frames of Mind, the Theory of Multiple Intelligences, postulated up to 9 types of intelligences. Several of these are what we would expect: musical intelligence, logical mathematical intelligence, intrapersonal intelligence, think philosophers, psychologists, spiritual leaders, and linguistic intelligence, novelists, translators, poets. Other types that may not readily come to mind, but he also included them, would be naturalist intelligence, which is nature smart, body-kinesthetic intelligence, think your favorite athlete, and spatial intelligence, the ability to think in 3 dimensions, sailors, pilots, sculptors, architects. Everyone has some sort of creativity lurking inside. The lucky ones find it and use it. Some don't. Part of the reason creativity often goes unrecognized is because society doesn't value it. Our educational system is designed to recognize, teach, and reward a limited range of creativity. The SAT score for mathematics, critical reading, and writing. Although other types of intelligences or creativity may help boost in an ancillary way these 3 scores, in themselves, they often go unrecognized and underappreciated. As business owners and entrepreneurs, we need to be aware of all types of creativity, not only in those we work with so we can tap into them, but in ourselves. We need to learn how to recognize our creative abilities, appreciate them, support them, and promote them. We need to capitalize on them to grow our businesses. We should conduct a thoughtful and truthful analysis of our own creative strengths. We also need to have conversations with others as to what they consider to be our creative strengths and why. An honest discussion without false modesty or embellishment is needed for this exercise. Once we've identified our creative strengths, we need to develop them and learn how to apply them to our businesses. As stated in success.com, in a world where we're constantly bombarded with images, videos, and sound bites of creative expression, it's easy to diminish our own talents. If you want to get started, identify those things that bring you joy, those things that naturally come easy, those things that you tend to get lost in. I found a lot of quotes about creativity, but this one by Hugh McLeod, author of How to Be Creative and Stick With Me. He said, "It's about what you are going to do with the short time you have left on this earth. Well, I hope you found that useful. If you'd like to further discuss anything regarding this topic or any small business strategies, reach out to me at rich@speakingofsuccess.us. And thank you very much for paying attention, and hopefully I'll see you next week. Bye.